Nigeria. My name is John Obizobo. If you're just joining for the very first time, I say a very big welcome to you. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on post notifications so you can follow through the new episodes when they drop. To all our returning and existing subscribers, we say a very big thank you to you for always joining with us across the various episodes and actively participating and contributing. Now, this particular video is for all the fine girls in the building who are in the habit of always collecting transport money. You will collect transport money from Okeke, collect from Michael, collect from Tunde, collect from Yusuf. At the end of the day, after collecting transport fare, you would not show up. What instead, you will block them and run away, and you think you have made it in life.
Oh my guys are ballers, so oh my guys are ballers.
Oh, sorry to burst your bubble, or sorry to catch your business. Are you very much aware that this can land you in serious police trouble and eventually, possibly, in jail?
I don't want peace. I want problems always.
Oh, you didn't know. Have you heard of something called obtaining under false pretense? You're surprised. I know you're yimming for me. You're doing like this is a lie. I'm sorry to burst your bubble and spoil business. Yes, if it is established that actually you had no intention from the various circumstances surrounding the whole scenario, it is established that yes, you collected money for transport knowing fully well that you had no intention of going over or visiting or using the money to enter transport to come and see the Okeke or Michael or Chukwud. You had no intention, but you collected the money, and you after failing to go, you did not even refund the money. When it's established that these are the circumstances surrounding the scenario, you can actually be held liable for what? Obtaining under false pretense.
Don't look at me like I owe you anything.
Many of you always think that yes, all these things, I'm a bad guy, I'm a big girl, it doesn't mean it doesn't matter. It doesn't mean it doesn't matter. Before you know it, you've entered jail.
Oh my God.
Let me read the provision of law for you. Now, I would basically hinge this whole explanation on two important laws. One, the Advanced Fee Fraud Act and the Criminal Code. Now, for the Advanced Fee Fraud Act, let's look at the provision of Section 1, Sub 2. I can take you through Section 1 for you. Section 1 and Section 2. Let me read it for you. Now, Section 1 says, notwithstanding anything contained in any other enactment or law, any person who by any false pretense and intend to defraud obtains from any other person in Nigeria or in any other country for himself or any other person, or B, induces any other person in Nigeria or in any other country to deliver to any person any property, whether or not the property is obtained or its delivery is induced through the medium of a contract induced by the false pretense, commits an offense under this act. You can read it on your own. This is one. But my interest is with number 2. Very important. Section 1 sub 2. It says, any person who by false pretense and with intent to defraud induces any other person in Nigeria or in any other country to confer a benefit on him, then transfer money. Nkechi, listen to me. Shade, look at me. Don't go anywhere. Look, yes, you. Are you seeing it? They conferred benefit on you. Now, yes, this is any other person in Nigeria or any other country to confer a benefit on him or on any other person by doing or permitting a thing to be done on the understanding that the benefit has been or will be paid for, commit an offense. Nah, this one is very simple, serious. It says commit an offense. Now, if you go down to read the provision of subsection 3, you see the provision. Imprisonment of not less than 7 years. I don't want to look at the more than the maximum. Let's look at less than 7 years. So you are seeing, for those of you who always want to, yes, sharp girl, Lagos girl, Port Harcourt girl, you sharp die. You get sense. Listen, this is normal of sense. If they see, what is required here is to show that one, you had no you obtained money. Now, what is the false pretense? The false pretense is that you represented that you are coming. You gave the impression that yes, the money is for, yes, to transport yourself from a particular place to a particular place to see the particular guy. Now, you didn't go. You knew from the beginning you didn't have any plans to go. How would they know? How would they decipher this intention? The surrounding factors. You collected the money. You didn't go. Then some of you would now proceed to block the person. Or you would now say, Oloshi, Olori Buruko, I did not plan to go. You see, I've chopped you. Bastard. You want to use woman. It's not a matter, it's simple. If you do not want to go, you don't want to have a relationship with that person, say what? No. Then you avoid it. No wahala. You do not go anywhere. You just do your own. You say no, block the person from the beginning. But the moment you decide to collect money, there's an agreement between both of you. The interesting thing is that there's an agreement, there's a discussion between both of you that you agreed to come over, and the person says, and now that contract, that okay, that agreement, oh, come over to my party. You said yes. Okay, I'm coming over, particularly at so and so time. But I need transport. Send me 20,000, you furnish account. He sends money. The moment money enter, you feel you have made it. Then they can arrest you and even possibly charge you and sentence you for obtaining under false pretense. Especially when there are evidence by virtue of the chats or your communication, and the person can establish that yes, you received this money, you induce the person to part away with this now and confer benefit with you. So you see the position of section 1 sub 2. That section 1 sub 2 is the interesting part. Now let me explain what false pretense mean for you. Section 20, the interpretation section of the Advanced Free Fraud Act says this, says false pretense means a representation, whether deliberate or reckless, made by word, in writing or by conduct, of a matter of fact or law, either past or present, which representation is false in fact or law, and which the person making it knows to be false or does not believe it to be true. You knew you were not coming. You knew you had no plans to come. You knew from the beginning that you were not going to come. Because if you know you wanted to come and something happened, what happens? You explain the circumstances and say, oh, this is why I did not come, and you refund the money possibly. Or you ask the person, should I keep the money? But no. You collected money, sharp girl. You collected money and refused to go, and when they're talking to you, you say nothing can happen. No, something can happen. Obtain on that false pretense. Let me touch the provision of section 419 of the criminal code. Now, section 419 of the criminal code says, any person who by any false pretense or intent to defraud obtains from any other person anything capable of being stolen, or this is any other person to deliver any person, or this is any other person to deliver to any person anything capable of being stolen, is guilty of a felony and is liable to imprisonment for 3 years. If the thing is of the value of 1,000 naira or upward, is liable to imprisonment for 7 years. Nah, man, guy, prison don't they come. Like, you see, it is large, it is plenty. So you have to be very careful, all of you that find sharp girls that are always in the habit of collecting money. Be very careful. It can land you in jail, serious jail time. You do not want to. It's better you say, no, I am not interested. If you want the money, tell him, Oga, send me money. I want money. If you want to send me money. Yes, most times they can raise the defense of that it was a gift. Oh, okay, he gifted me the money. However, the defense will only fly when the surrounding factors and the charts, the evidence, the communication does not point to the fact that you collected that money for the purpose of transport, or there are circumstances to establish that yes, you actually beguiled this person to part with that money for your benefit. If not, nah, man, prison, no. So be very careful, sharp girls. You're sharp, but take it easy. The law too is very sharp, so that you don't get on the other side of the law. My name remains Aaron John Obizoba, and this is Law 3 Nigeria. I hope this episode has been very instrumental and very educative to you to understand that yes, some things that we think that are very trivial are actually very serious things. Don't forget, stay out of wahala. You don't need trouble this year. Nigeria is already in so much wahala already. You don't want to cause additional one for yourself. Don't forget to love to Nigeria. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and if you're not subscribed, please, because you're not subscribed, and don't forget to convince others to subscribe. Thank you for watching.